Hello, epic viewers from around the world. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting, captivating, stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What items will I be unboxing? What items will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What items are encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so bear with me. It'll only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the items from the box and subsequently flaunt them in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The unboxing process is about to commence. The unboxing process is officially underway. What items have I drawn forth? What items have I prompted? What items have I elicited? Let's find out. We have a plethora of figurines encompassed within the confines of this plastic bag. The seal has been severed. We have bags within bags. Alrighty, we have a myriad of Star Wars clone troopers relegated to plastic bags, or I should say relegated within plastic bags. These are the Coruscant Grey clone troopers. Apparently I was able to procure 12 of them for under $50. Do they warrant a premium price? Do they merit a premium price? Let's find out. They'll no longer be consigned to these plastic bags. They're about to be liberated. I'm going to meticulously analyze them to assess their merits. I'm going to assess their condition. They seem to be unscathed. They seem to be in mint and pristine condition. They're not marred with scratches or scuffs. Unfortunately, off the get-go, I can discern that they lack toe articulation. They seemingly lack finger joint articulation. Their elbows and their knees are not double jointed. Their heads are not relegated to disjoints. They lack diaphragm joints. So there's missed opportunities associated with these figurines. They have a utility belt that cannot be removed. They have peg holes embedded in the bottom of their feet. Actually, they have one peg hole embedded in the bottom of their foot. Now their foot is missing a peg hole. They look symmetric. They're homogeneous to one another. They look akin to one another. They're practically doppelgangers. They're practically carbon clones. They're practically similar in all facets. Some of them have sturdier joints than others. So, for the most part, the integrity of their joints has not been compromised. As an aggregate, as a totality, these figurines are unbelievable. I love their aesthetics, I love their hues, I love their sculpts, I love their deco, I love their paint applications, I love their textures, I love their shadings. I procured Coruscant Grey clone troopers in the past. I have no qualms about procuring more of them. They're a stellar addition to any 3.75-inch Star Wars action figure collection. I have a prodigious clone trooper army now. Sure, they're sedentary, sure, they're inanimate objects, but nonetheless, they still merit. They're meritorious figurines. Why do I say this? I'm an avid devout Star Wars fan, so I have a proclivity to love Star Wars merchandise. I would have preferred if their elbows could be bended. Unfortunately, they can't. I would have preferred if they could perform ankle pivots. Unfortunately, they cannot. I would have preferred if their wrists could be rotated. Unfortunately, they seemingly cannot. So, they're by no means perfect. They're by no means refined, but they are decent. If you do 50 divided by 12, you get under slightly less than 4.25. Is that right? It seems to be right. So for slightly over $4 per figurine, you can't go wrong, in my humble objective opinion. If you find them for slightly over $4 per figurine, then I recommend and advocate purchasing them. If you're infatuated with the Star Wars franchise, if you detest and disdain action figures, if you dislike the Star Wars franchise, if it doesn't tickle your fancy, then these figurines may not eminently appease you. It's all contingent upon your niche interests. You need to implement decisions based on your own volition. So for me, this decision worked out. it was in my favor. They have blasters or guns that they can equip. You can wield them if you so choose to, or you could desist from equipping the armaments to your clone troopers. These figurines are meant to wield weapons. They're poised for battle. They're meant to charge into the front lines and wreak havoc against their adversaries. They safeguard the Republic. So here are the Coruscant Grey Clone Troopers once again. Here are their stands that I'll likely neglect to utilize. I seem to have procured 12 of them. Even though they're all homogeneous to one another, they still have tremendous merit. Let me just briefly verify that I have 12 of them. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I seem to have 12 of them dispersed throughout my table. Let me just showcase some of them. Most of them have sturdy joints. Some of them have joints that are a bit loose. So it's unfortunate. It's a shame that their joints aren't enough sturdy, but nothing in life is perfect. Or perhaps I shouldn't say that. I should say that every moment of life isn't inundated with perfection. It isn't characterized by perfection. Life is like a basket of chocolates. You have your high moments and your low moments, right? So I shouldn't expect these figurines to be a paradigm of perfection, nor should I expect these figurines to be abysmal. Are they shoddy? Are they mediocre? They're decent. If I do rate them and notify you of my feedback appertaining to these figurines in the form of a quantitative score, for the price I paid, I would rate them to be an 8 out of 10, since I pay slightly over $4 per figurine. But if I had to pay closer to $8, then their intrinsic value would plunge, and they would be rated a 5 out of 10 for $8 figurines. But because I received them for a significantly lower price, nearly half of $8, I would rate them in this context to be an 8 out of 10. At least not 8 out of 10 in order to quantify the value of the purchase, in my opinion. So for under $50, I didn't go wrong, in my opinion. But of course, your sentiments appertaining to this purchase and decision may be disparate from mine. So here they are once again. I presume that they come with all their corresponding weapons. Hopefully the seller included them within the bundle. If he didn't, then it's just a minor issue, because I could always swap out weapons from other clone troopers to arm these particular figurines. Plus, these figurines will be obscured behind other clone troopers, so it's not always discernible whether my clone troopers are wielding their corresponding armaments or not. Can't always identify if they're equipped with their blasters or not, because they're obscured behind other figurines. So here they are once again. I love these figurines. I have fond memories of the clone troopers. I have a propensity to purchase action figures. I love being engrossed in the Star Wars universe. It may be arduous for your figurines to mount their corresponding weapons or for them to wield them. But if you utilize rubber bands or super glue or some form of adhesive, you can mount the weapons to their arms and ensure that they don't fall out easily. So I'm jubilant, I'm buoyant, I'm gratified, and I'm content. I relish these figurines. They'll be flaunted on my shelves. Maybe one day I'll display them clustered together as a cohort, so that you can see how they look when bundled together. If you haven't already seen a Star Wars Clone Trooper collection, So these are not my favorite variants of the clone troopers, but they still have tremendous merit. I hope that you found this video to be intriguing and insightful. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.